Hello, Matt.
Hello.
Hey, Matt. Would you mind going ahead and putting all your inventory in this box, or getting rid of everything you have on you?
Alright. Nothing on me.
Well, I mean your uniform, all your
Ah,
gear, everything, from head implants to radios. I'm gonna start with a
okay.
fresh slate. So, is there a position you're interested in? Are you interested in being demo or AT, for instance?
Doesn't matter. I don't care.
Sure, there's
Hmm.
nothing you'd like to volunteer for? I'm pretty sure none of the privates are particularly ready for anything.
Nah, you put me whatever you want me to be.
Okay, I'll probably have you be AT or demo if that's okay with you.
Okay.
Do you have any experience with AT and demo?
Yeah.
Is there one you're more experienced in than the other?
AT.
Okay. So, uh,
Oh wait, that's right. It's a new map that Optree came out with.
right over there pointing is all your gear. Go ahead and get it on for me.
Yep.
Go ahead and move. Hey, Matt.
Yep.
So, likely when you picked up your gun, some ammunition may have gone into your uniform. I want you to move that ammunition from your uniform into your backpack.
Gotch.
Your uniform should be empty.
It is empty.
Okay. Once you've done that, I want you to save the loadout as I gave it to you,
Alright, let's see
and
it.
then you can kind of fuck with it if you want after that. But I would like you to keep the stuff. This box I'm sitting on is on an arsenal. It's
Alright.
actually a full arsenal, so not everything in this box will be available to you during the deployment. But I just want you to save your loadout as I gave it to you.
Mm-hmm.
And once you're done, you can go back over to those arsenals and add stuff to it. But I don't want you to take stuff out of your arsenal unless you kind of bring it up with
Ah,
me
yeah.
first. I'd like to know a reason if you're planning on taking stuff out of your arsenal or out of your inventory. And if we're in a deployment and they happen to have the heavy backpack, you are free to grab that if you like and add stuff to it. But I want you to hold on to the inventory this particular loadout in case we have to set up again. You know.
Alright. What's Charlie's net? Is it
It's
41.3?
yeah, 41.3, I assume. see if I can get Captain to show up. Cap to show up.
Who?
It's gonna be weird. Dude's named himself as a rank. Supposedly,
Oh, where did he go? Oh my gosh.
Right there.
I'm right here.
Oh.
Hey, Somnus, you're gonna be our
Yeah.
medic, right?
Yeah.
So let me have you over here. If you're going to use the SMG, I want you to actually I want you to go to that box and unload everything you have first, including
Sure.
extremities items.
Now I'm naked.
Okay, now are you going to want to use the SMG or are you going to want to use the battle rifle?
Depends on the type of mission, I suppose.
Okay, well, go ahead and grab that loadout with the SMG and save it for me.
Sure.
As it is. And you'll be free to mess around with that. Well, you'll be free to add to that loadout, but I'd like it if you run anything you want to take out of that loadout by me first. You're also welcome to, if the deployment allows it, grab a larger backpack. But I want you to save the everything that I gave you just now as is first thing.
Yeah, it seems fine. Wait. Is the arsenal? It is.
That's the full arsenal. You can save a loadout there, but be sure not to modify it. At least not until you save the one. Oh, first things first. Actually, before you save that, double check to make sure none of that ammunition made it into your inventory. Sometimes that happens. I want you to have all your ammo in your backpack, and not
Yeah,
your
all my ammo's in the backpack.
Okay. Yeah, I don't want your uniform to have anything in it. Go ahead and save your loadout as is for me.
How come? I already done it, yeah.
Okay. And then give me a second here.
I'm gonna drop all of this.
Yeah. And then I want you to grab everything in this pile. This will be the BR medic loadout.
You what?
Okay. Once you've saved those loadouts, okay, well, you can drop them off again too. That works. I have. Oh yeah, that was the AT that I had Matt grab. Okay. Sharp.
Feeling it.
Okay. So, like I was gonna get to, I'll go ahead and go over it with y'all. Y'all are free to add to these loadouts. If there's a heavy backpack that's made available, you're free to grab that as well. But I want y'all to have these as a base to start from. I don't want y'all to get rid of these in case something happens and we gotta load. Now, I set y'all up with an entrenching tool. We may not have that every mission, so be aware of that.
Mm.
But this inventory I've saved for each of you should have everything that I marked in the Charlie loadouts document. Gonna hang around for a bit, see if anyone else can jump in. I'm expecting Cap had told me yesterday he'd be able to, even though he didn't mark himself in our hole. Kahuna is gonna be there a little late, but I don't really have much to go over with him. He's going to team lead. We got Somnus and Matt. I'm afraid I really don't have too much to go over with both of y'all. I know you said you seem pretty experienced with Arma there, Somnus, but since we got the AT together already, I want to go over some of the things specific to AT. So, appropriate targets are armored vehicles, hard tops, basically anything we can't kill with regular fire. Those are targets you're able to take. Certain aircraft, should the need arise, are also within your purview. Whenever you're firing, go ahead and whip out your rocket. So it's the entire squad's responsibility to assist Matt in this. When Matt finds a target, he's going to say when we know of a target that's going to require a rocket, Matt's going to pull out his rocket and want people to clear his backblast. He's going to say, "Clear my backblast," and we will respond. If his backblast is clear, we will tell him you're clear. When Matt fires, he will say rocket, 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 and then fire. As a last warning for everyone to get the fuck out the way. Rockets are ineffective from inside, well, backblast is dangerous inside buildings or butted up against a wall. I haven't yet seen anyone actually hurt themselves against a wall yet, but I have seen people walk behind a rocket and get themselves tore up. Don't think I need to get any more wild with that. I think we all know our business when it comes to this. Matt knows the appropriate targets. We know about clearing backblast. That's all we'll...
I just kind of wish it was more clear to the most people who use AT. That last job we did, someone said clear backblast, and as they said it, they just fired the rocket, and no chance to even just move. I was stood right next to him.
There is going to be some sloppy people, but we're going to try and practice how we play. We're going to try and be on our best behavior during the FTXs.
Are we on the fucking moon?
We're on a moon of Saturn, I believe.
Damn.
This training has the unfortunate side effect of making NVG training totally pointless. Low light, NVG, it's all the same here. You can barely even tell with IR players the difference. I'm not sure what setting they've got on this map that makes it so, but low light's the same as regular light.
Like one of the Optray cities, I'm pretty sure has a training facility on it. Not too sure. I've seen it in some people's videos on YouTube.
Yeah.
So.
Well, we might not have that map. I don't know how available it is, or if it's one of those things that's gonna be like, you jacked my shit.
It'll be a part of the Optray mod. So.
Okay. Well.
It's worth looking at. I'm not saying, you know.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Someday maybe I'll build a mission too. Well, still waiting for people to get in.
I mean, most people won't have realised it started, so I would suggest putting out like a notification or something. Just a suggestion.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. Many people said they aren't gonna make it. Kong was actually here yesterday. Kahuna. The only one I'm really looking for right now is Cap. Matt, you actually show us being offline on Discord. Oh, and let's see, was I expecting Mally?
No.
Well, Mally says he'll be in tomorrow. Kahuna, Somnus, Kong, Cap. Kong was technically in yesterday, and I think he's going to stick to being a rifleman, so we've kind of gone over his training and given him his role, so I guess there's nothing really to expect him, no reason to really expect him to top in. He's replying currently. Seemed like a bunch of people changed. It's kind of funny because I had the poll out there to see when people would get in to kind of know when to expect them. But then everyone changed their votes like the next day, so all my expectations kind of flew out the window. It's like I didn't put it up there so you could procrastinate. Did it to make sure I got all of y'all where I would see y'all. I wanted to do this in 2 days, but I've been on here. Well, I'm gonna be out here 3 days.
Yeah. Sorry about it.
Yeah, it'll happen.
So how's Texas?
It's all right.
With that snowstorm.
I've been snowed in the past 3 days,
Oh, jeez.
really, but it hadn't been an issue. Like, I mean, I'm not snowed in. I can get out, but there was no point. Everything's closed.
How's XCOM, whatever it's called?
Everyone who's put me in a mission has killed me, so not great.
Yeah. A Spades has died, but X Spades is alive. I went into my recruit roster and you were just there with Saber, and I thought, oh, okay, well, I'll recruit you back. You're still alive and you're tanking.
I'm alive. Oh.
I literally just had Spades. A Spades died. One of the game's AI that I had recruited, and someone else. And they just got fucking shot in the face by, well, me. I killed all 3 of them because I got mind
sweet.
control.
Kong's gonna join us.
Alright, I'll be in the vehicle when it needs me.
I wanted to be a pilot for a while. Not on this server.
Yeah, when I
got a flight
first
stick
came
and
in, I
everything.
thought I would do piloting. Arma's not great for hands-on throttle and steering, but I've been practicing. But, now that I've got this element lead position, I don't know. See what happens in the next deployment. Maybe I'll get to fly. From the sounds of things, Duck's wanting to fly all the time now. He's coming in, asking for, or he's coming in, jumping in airplanes on the training server and stuff. So
it just
we'll
makes
have...
me want to plug in the flight stick, just fly around. Used to do that all the time on Eden. Just put down a plane and just fly
guess I
around.
could just give you one while we're waiting.
Have to get my flight stick out. Nah, fuck it. I'll give it a play around. All right. Hello?
Hey.
Okay, I didn't unplug my headset, thank God. Alright, well, I found my flight stick.
I parked a couple of planes on the other side of the Pelican from us. I go
Cool.
check them out.
Thank you.
Let's see. So, Cap's not gonna Oh, hey, Kong. Or actually, that's Duck, isn't it? Want a plane, Duck?
I went into. I can Zeus
Oh,
it
you're
myself. You ain't
Zeusing,
gotta.
yeah.
Yeah, you ain't gotta
Gotcha.
worry about me. Who the fuck is this?
So, that's gonna be Matt.
Of course, it's Matt driving around aimlessly.
Yeah, I said they can fuck around until we get a couple more.
I'm not upset about it. Somnus is in the bird.
Yeah, he about his
Somnus
his
is in the
flight
bird
sticks.
piloting.
Yeah, he's
Wait, in the
gonna
bird?
try
Which one?
flying. In the Falcon.
I do not have my plane controls or my plane keybinds set up correctly.
Alright, guys, go ahead and let the vehicles be put up. We're gonna start now that Kong's here.
What net are you on?
41.3.
Hmm.
Somnus, do you read? Yes, I think I'm on it.
I'm on 41.3 and I didn't hear you.
So what I
Four-
miss?
1.3. Do you read?
No.
Is it because I'm in Zeus? Check. 41.3. Do you read?
What's Doug doing?
He's goofing off. He's not part of Charlie.
Ah. Oh no, I shut him down.
Kong, you in here?
I am both.
Okay, first thing I want you to do is dump all your gear in this box. All of it.
Yes. Sorry.
Now, if I remember correctly, you were really just interested in a rifleman position for now?
Yes, you got that right. There you go. Completely naked.
Alright. Everything here I want you to go ahead and put on.
Can do.
If I've done this correctly, your radio should already be set to 41.3.
If not, I'll just set it.
Okay. Once you have all your equipment, make sure your uniform is empty. Anything that's made its way into your uniform, assumably 4 magazines of ammunition may have made their way into your uniform.
Nothing in my uniform.
Okay. Everything in your backpack, good.
Backpack and vest.
Oh, that's right, because, okay, that makes sense. Alright, I want you to save the loadout I created for you as it is.
Right, how do I do that real quick?
So in the Ace Arsenal,
Right.
you'll have a button down at the bottom of the screen that says Loadouts. Once you click on that, you can actually create a name for the loadout and hit the Save button.
Done and done.
Alright, so you know, you're going to be allowed to add things to your inventory if you feel the need. If you want to remove anything from your inventory, run it by me real quick so we can talk about it, figure out if that's necessary, or at least maybe I'll go over the reason I chose to do that, and see if it's
No, I
not
think it
appropriate
looks-
for you.
Everything looks fine here, man.
Alright, But just so you know, you do have the freedom to go ahead and grab a bigger backpack, say if it becomes available, and throw more shit in. As a rifleman, you'll also be serving as a sort of an ammo bearer supply carrier. You may need to get with our demo man once that role's taken, and make sure that he has everything he needs. He should have everything he needs as far as his explosives, but if he decides to run shotgun, he's not going to have enough ammo to last until a resupply with all
Yeah.
the bombs he's carrying. Potentially, I should suppose. I tried to balance it as well as I could, but it would be a good idea to make sure if he's running a shotgun that you got some spare shells for him.
Gotcha.
That's really your only special responsibility as a rifleman.
That's nice and easy.
Yeah, and you have the option to run the assault rifle, which has a 60-round magazine.
Sweet.
Riflemen's the only ones who are allowed to do that, but mostly because they aren't carrying a bunch of shit, and that'll leave you with no ammo.
Sweet.
Oh man, someone's disconnected. Interesting. If you want to go ahead and save that loadout, the one that I'm talking about with the extra ammo and shit. Let's see, what's this? This is the rifleman loadout. This is the loadout for the other rifleman if you need to use it. I'd say dump everything you got on you and then load out that one. Checkmate. So silly. Silly is exactly what we've been.
Is Captain with?
Cap's not gonna make it. He had a car issue apparently. So he'll probably talk with him tomorrow, and it looks like he'll be our demo man. So we'll go over that tomorrow with him. Somnus had to restart. Let's see. Sections. Someone's hot micing. Dong, it seems you're hot micing.
Oh, sorry.
Oops. I didn't mean for you to... You may need to adjust how TeamSpeak picks up your voice. Not sure.
Yeah. Quit doing that.
It's so frustrating that when I right click onto my monitor, I'm still primary firing. I don't understand what caused that to start happening.
That should be better.
Alright, Kong, are you already familiar with enhanced movement?
Sure.
Can
You
you go
might
ahead and climb
give
on
me a-
top of that box?
Oh yeah, that didn't work yesterday. We tried going over that. Oh, it worked today though.
Okay, let me check something real quick too. Now, something that people forget about enhanced movement is you don't only climb up, you can actually climb down. And some people forget this and wind up breaking their ankles. So you just like aim your face downwards at the edge of something and press space, and you will actually ace interact climb down. Well, not ace interact, but enhanced movement climb down.
I'm saying can't climb here.
Is it saying basically too tall or you're too heavy?
It's just saying can't climb.
Okay, so your enhanced movement isn't quite set up correctly. Let's go into your menu. In fact, I'm streaming right now. So if you want to check on my Twitch or my YouTube, it's ACEACS123. You'll be able to see me acting in my menus. Maybe you only have one screen though. So
I do only have one screen.
all right, let's try and walk it through step by step. Go ahead and hit escape.
Yeah, I'm already
Controls.
there.
All right, let's see if I remember how to do this. Because there's actually, let's go to configure add-ons.
Yeah, ace movement. I've got it. Control V. It's climb, right?
Yes, we want to change that actually. Actually, personally, I don't mind if Control V stays put. We got into some kerfuffle with Duck a while back because apparently Control V fucked with everything. Let's actually though go back to the original escape menu, and down in the bottom, down in the bottom right-hand corner, you'll see a puzzle piece. I want you to click on that.
Gotcha. Done.
Once you've done that, scroll to the very bottom of the list. You should see enhanced movement green for whatever reason, and click on it.
It's orange for me.
Oh well, doesn't really matter.
There
I
we
want
go.
you to then click on keys for me,
Done.
and then I want you to check and see. You should see jump/climb, and I think it'll
Yep.
say user action 1.
Yep, it says that.
Okay, we're gonna go ahead and leave all that alone and go back to controls.
Gotcha.
And then where it says show common at the top, we're gonna scroll down to 4 from the bottom, custom controls.
Gotcha.
And where it says use action 1, I want you to assign that to your spacebar, if it'll
I've
let you.
done that already, the Control V. We tried that yesterday, me and Duck.
Let's have you use space instead of Control V.
Gotcha.
Because if you're using Control V, that may be the reason it's telling you can't climb, because it's trying to use the Control V action to climb using ace interact. Or the ace movement, I should say, when you should be using enhanced movement, quote unquote. So we want that to be space. We want to make sure we hit OK and not just cancel.
Yep, done.
So-
Action 1 is now space.
So now let's have you try again to climb this object using the spacebar.
Oh, we're just... A lot of things happen.
Yeah.
Opened up my inventory for some reason.
Oh,
But it
so
did make
maybe
me
you
climb.
maybe you have inventory set to your spacebar. That may be something
Yeah,
you
I'll
can
have-
change.
now.
So, and then if you look down and push spacebar, you should also climb down without injuring
Yeah.
yourself.
Just
Now-
did it, but it,
Yep. So that's
Yeah.
how a lot of people break their ankles, when no one tells them that they can climb down.
good to know.
So we're set on enhanced movement, unless you want to fuck with Control V. I do
I'll
not
quit it.
recommend it personally, because every time
Alright,
I've done
I'm gonna
that,
sort
it's
this
broken.
inventory pop up real quick and see why that's happening.
Yeah, I set my inventory to I. I'm not sure what I used to be. I've changed my controls around too much, I'm afraid, to be very helpful
No,
in that
no,
regard.
that's cool, man.
Okay, everyone in Charlie, get back to the starting area.
That should be good.
Just gonna teleport the passes here in a second.
I said don't.
Medic.
Perfect. We have an opportunity to work on
Oh,
Connor.
Fucking ass.
Or Matt, I
Don't
mean.
deserve-
So Somnus, you're pretty. You've done everything there is to do with medical, haven't you?
I've done most things. I mean, I haven't had to treat everything in the battlefield. Some things are just too obscure to save.
Sure. So let's all access Matt's medical menu. Typically that would be the H key, unless So we can see he's already bandaged his head and leg. I'm just going to go over the basic medical real quick. So our order is to, whenever you find somebody bleeding and they need medical attention, just going to go through the very basics. If it's a limb, throw a tourniquet on it. If it's a chest or head, check the wounds that appear in the right-hand corner, and you'll be able to tell if those are, for instance, if we click on his head, he had a minor avulsion that he stitched. The S means stitch. On his leg, that's just a bruise, nothing to do there. So if we look at it, we can tell it's a minor avulsion. If that were a velocity wound, we would use packing bandages. For everything else, we use elastic. There's also a bandage called Quick Clot. Quick Clot's advantage doesn't cover as big of a wound area, so it takes much longer to bandage somebody up with Quick Clot because it doesn't cover as much space. Its
Out of
advantage.
curiosity,
Go ahead.
Why do we use elastic on everything?
My understanding is that elastic is the best for everything aside for velocity wounds. Packing is superior.
From what I know, elastic is the highest chance of reopening, except on contusions.
I think
Average
that
group.
it's actually pretty equal. The only thing I believe that's superior to reopening is the Quick Clot, but it has the disadvantages of not covering as much wounds as a packing or elastic. That's my understanding.
You should teach him how to revive somebody.
Get there. We're only doing basics first, and then we'll get into specialties later. So, and I'll look into that. I mean, you sound like you believe that it's something else on this, so we can look into that together. But the advantage so we said packing bandages for velocity. Everything else gets elastic. Because elastic
Gotcha.
covers a large area, and it's basically the quickest way to get someone together. And you're likely going to stitch them anyways. The use case for Quick Clot is if you can't get a stitch for some reason, or your wounds are just opening up too fast to deal with. You'll use elastic in those cases. But as the rank and file, if you're not a medic, chances are the only thing you need to worry about is tourniqueting limbs, and then deciding which bandage to use on the head and chest area. And the decision there is if it's a velocity wound, use packing. If it's not, you use elastic. If there's some reason you gotta use Quick Clot, the only use case for Quick Clot is if we're dealing with wounds reopening repeatedly. If you can't get yourself stitched, you might Quick Clot yourself on the move. Past that, once everything's blue, the first thing that you'll accomplish by doing this is stopping the bleeding. Once you've finished bandaging the head and chest, you'll bandage the arms that have been tourniqueted, and then you will stitch the person. Or yourself, whatever the case may be. Beyond that, it's really the medic's job. Past that, we should also discuss splints. If a person has broken their bone, that will be apparent in the medical menu. There will be a red broken bone in the middle of their limb. If your leg is broken, you cannot run until you are splinted. If your leg is cut, you typically can't run until you are bandaged. Tourniquets will not let you run, so you'll need to bandage those. Once you're done bandaging, you're going to want to stitch so that you don't reopen. But we're covering tourniquets, bandaging, stitch, and splints. That is all the basic medical that I want the rank and file to know. For medics, so I'll forgive you if you forget this if you're not a medic. Medics are concerned about heart rate. If they haven't got a heart rate, you need to get them a heart rate. You'll never be able to get their heart started if they've lost too much blood. So, as far as I can tell, it seems to be about 2 liters of blood will be the total amount that's in a body. When he's lost some blood like he has here, that's between 250 milliliters to 500 milliliters. This is not an emergent issue. We wouldn't normally bother with him. But if we're dealing with it and we're ready to go, we'll give him 500. If he's lost a lot of blood, that could be a problem. We want to go ahead and give him a liter and get his heart started. More than that, it goes from lost some to lost a lot. I can't remember what the third step is, but there's a lost a fatal amount. At a fatal amount of blood, he needs 2 liters to get him back up to full. Once you start putting in the blood, you can start working on CPR. You'll click on the little magnifying glass, you will check his pulse. Checking pulse only works from a part of the body that hasn't been tourniqueted. You may as well use the chest. If he hasn't a pulse, then you start CPR. Okay. Now, here's the part that only a medic needs to concern himself with. I gave each of the line troopers only a single morphine and a single epinephrine because I honestly don't want y'all using it. Under the medication, you'll have the option on a limb to inject morphine or epinephrine. Morphine is for pain. We haven't really had a lot of pain lately in these deployments, so they're pretty much don't use it. If you're in pain, it's probably because you left a tourniquet on. Check that first. If you leave a tourniquet for a long period of time, your screen will start flashing white. That's the indication of pain, and that'll throw you off during a mission. So make sure you take those off once you're all stitched up. But don't give yourself morphine just because you're feeling pain. Epinephrine has a little bit more use. It actually technically can speed up the wake-up time on people, but I don't want y'all using it willy-nilly. Its use case is to raise blood pressure. Morphine will lower the blood pressure. Oops, I'm about to give you epinephrine. Didn't mean to do that. The thing about that is, I, even as a medic, haven't had to use either of those drugs, and they do cause problems. You'll see somebody at low blood pressure or high heart rate and think, oh my goodness, I need to give him morphine or else his heart will explode. That doesn't happen. I don't know who came up with that. It doesn't happen. I've never seen someone, unless they had epinephrine pumped into them, actually die of too fast a heart rate. You'll notice when someone's has very low blood, their heart rate will actually be quite high. Again, don't use epinephrine or morphine to adjust the heart rate. When they get more blood in them, their heart rate will naturally settle out. There's like a hysterical thing our body does when it realizes we're like bleeding profusely. It'll try and speed up our heart rate to make the blood pump faster to get the oxygen throughout our body. However, since we're bleeding, it just shoots blood out of us. So don't. The drug should be the last thing you go for, and that's why I only really approve of the medics using them. All right, that covers medics, and a little bit more than anyone needs to know, except for Somnus here. All right, we've covered medical. Everyone here's doing good with. I want to see everyone climb on this building and then climb down. Okay. 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 For a second there, I thought you
The only
scoofed it,
four.
Matt, but that worked. Somnus, are you able to climb up and climb down?
Yeah, I just did it.
Did you injure yourself doing it?
Apparently climbing down, even with the animation, hurt my leg. No reason why.
I didn't see you, but yeah, the entire purpose of going over the climbing down is so that you do not injure yourself. Okay, Somnus, you're kind of bugged. You're all the way inside that box. I don't know how you did that.
Okay, alright, what's going on?
Practicing a little bit of enhanced movement. Okay, that looked good, Somnus. Now go ahead and try and climb. Perfect. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, so we...
Luna sent this.
No, I haven't said a word. I'm still here, don't worry.
Okay. So, let's go out here for a minute. We'll open up our maps. I want to direct your attention... Second. To this area down here. At grid 086040. Let me know when y'all found it.
What was the coordinates?
086040. It's where I've got a little circle and a yellow thing. Go ahead and hold down the mouse button near it so I know where y'all know that y'all are here.
How you draw lines? What?
I'll go over that in a moment. Is that everyone? There's Kong. I see Kong. Someone else. They move too fast for me to read them. I should see 4 dots right now. Hold down your primary mouse button to put a little ping. So I see Somnus. Where you at, Matt? Okay, there's Matt. Alright. So I'm going to go over, this part's mostly not to worry about, but the next part will be critical. So before we go on a mission, we should be marking buildings so that we can quickly identify them in the heat of a moment. So that'll be building A, B, C, and this will be mostly up to your team leads to take care of. However, what I want y'all to do, every one of y'all, is to be able to look at the building. Once we see we're inside of it, we're actually going to go for a little teleportation. Kahuna, are you prepared?
Oh, we can drive there.
Oops. Sent all. Didn't mean to do that. Just to grab my camera, I mean. Let's see. It's weird. I should be there.
Oh, didn't do this time.
That's an. Alright. Second. Shit out. We'll just. I need.
Oh. That's the wrong way. What am I doing, guys?
Duck, Kahuna, do you want to be teleported with us?
Yeah, tell me what we're doing.
Where to?
It's just for training. I mean, if you're not interested in it, then don't worry about it. I'm going over like how to enter a city and mark buildings.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, I see. I see where you're going.
Is that Kahuna's voice? I did not recognize it.
Yes, it's Kahuna's voice.
Damn it! I don't know why I don't get used to that. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and teleport now.
My balls.
All right. So everyone should have a C tab on you. Do you know your C tab buttons? I want you to go ahead and pull it up. Does anyone have trouble pulling up their C tab?
Nope.
I don't have mine.
Don't. It should have been in your inventory.
Let me just go back and shove one in.
Hold on a second. I want you to self in or put hit 0 for me to put up your gun, and then I want you to self interact surrender.
I might not have picked it up.
Tab. Well, you shouldn't have had to. Is the thing. I should have put it in your inventory.
Holy crap, there's a
Yeah,
plan.
you have one. It's the Galaxy 20.
Wait, this is
Oh,
one of
shit.
the new maps
You
that
need
update came out
to
with.
interact with it. Yeah, it's in there. You can stop surrendering. Or
That's
Which-
freaking cool, man.
Well, I want to.
should
Yeah,
be in your
C-tab.
backpack.
I mean,
You
I've
sure you're
already
not
been
looking
on
in
this
your
map,
backpack?
but
You
that
open your
planet
rucksack.
wasn't there because the
Mm.
sun was set down to
Oh,
there.
I don't see it in your backpack now.
That's really freaking cool.
Oh yeah,
man.
it should be in your vest,
Okay, I see what we're doing.
just below your bandages.
open?
Galaxy S20 Tactical Edition.
I might have done something stupid. I should want me to just go back and I'll just quickly pick one up.
Just surrender again for me. I'm gonna pull it out and see if I've not screwed something up.
How do we get in?
Go around. Hey, Spades.
Yes.
If we're practicing breaching and clearing, do you want me to play as a op4? I won't shoot anybody.
No, we're not actually practicing breaching and clearing. We're just going to show what we do on the map real quick. It's in there, Somnus. I don't know what to tell you. I can't drag it out onto the floor for some reason, but it says it's in your inventory when I open up your inventory.
I'm just gonna respawn myself quickly.
Okay. Alright, everyone, get back over here. Somnus, once you get a radio, well, you probably can still hear me. Once you get what you need, just call for a teleport. Okay.
This
So-
man is dead.
Everyone who has their C tab open can see on that C tab that we already have these letters there. If you
Alright, it's in my loadout now.
if you know the zoom in, zoom out keys, you can actually get in closer and kind of see which building you're in. The advantage to doing, well, let's go ahead and get Somnus over here. Okay, now I understand.
I'll
It's
take that
just that they
teleporter.
looked- Let's see. I am a slow Zeus.
It's okay, Spades. I understand your pain.
All right. So
Shit, who died?
that would be you. All right. So when we're zoomed, the advantage to putting these letters down is because when you're in the middle of a firefight, all these damn buildings kind of look the same. It's not so hard here where there's a few buildings interspersed, but you don't want to be trying to figure out what city you're in and bouncing back and forth from the map and the C tab to try and clear a building. We did all of this preparation just to show you that when you clear a building, you're going to want to go inside A here. And once you've identified it as clear, you're going to want to be able to, without too much delay, open up your map, go to where A is, double click upon it, and place a blue dot to signify that you have been in that building and
What?
it is now clear. Can you clarify your question, Matt? Matt? Matt, please respond.
I think I heard background noise and then like a headset mute.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's.
Okay, so he
preoccupied
was
with
talking to somebody else, most likely.
Yeah.
Everyone understand why we marked the building and then how we were able to quickly mark it as clear.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Did you
So
mark it
that's-
through C-tab or your map?
I marked it in the map. Marking things in C-tab isn't commonly done here. Get into some of the advantages of using C-tab, but there is the advantage that you like see exactly where you are. You've got a directional arrow that measures both range and degrees, or azimuth, I suppose I should say. The C-tab also obviously gives you a 3-digit coordinate without any fuss, and the time, not to mention again the azimuth of your current facing. But we rarely actually use it because it's got some funny marks to it that we really just don't normally use. And quickly mark things using the C-tab, and maybe we would use them more often. But those
the only reason
marks,
you guys use it.
well, those marks do not show up on the overhead map. Is probably the main reason we do not use it. Like,
Oh no, I was
if
gonna
you
say,
look,
if the only reason you guys use it is to see what's around you and where, and you can do that with the ODST helmet.
well, the helmet
The
only
di-
is effective to a limited amount of limited
distance, whereas
it's a
the
limited
map,
distance. Not to mention, it's you don't have the landscape that you look at.
Well, yeah, you do. If you press Shift and whatever the button is you press to bring it up, it brings up a whole menu.
he's got you there, but it
Well, no, hold on now. You say you got me there, but I mean, we got okay, the navigational assist. Oh, you know, I never did use that.
I like
That's
using the
pretty
squad
useful.
shoulder cameras.
Well, the other C-tab will. I'm not sure how that little.
I'm not saying this is better. Like, you can't see where other people are on it. I'm just saying, you know, it's there.
Yeah, I think it's the other people as part of are a big part of it. That you'll see your
Yes.
teams, and then you'll see the squad leads for other teams. Pretty important ability to have, and that's why. Well, I prefer it, but you can feel free to use that if you like. I was thinking you were just talking about the friend or foe radar. I personally, if I'm running the heads up, I'm probably using a squad shoulder cam to check either on my element lead or my if I'm the element lead, I'll be checking on the team lead. So I might have Kahuna's helmet
Speaking
cam
of-
there.
Speaking of shoulder cams, it looks like O'Malley's waiting for a teleport.
Oh yeah, O'Malley's. Oh, and that's why I'm hearing pings. God damn it. Why didn't he just radar? Okay, I get it, you fucker. Come on. Stop, you fuck. I'm not good at this. Just gonna
Oh shit, he's
fucking
about
go
to
over there and
launch a
bolt
fucking
his.
ODST drop pod.
Let's see.
Oh my gosh.
You stood in front of the menu.
Damn it, 1 second, you fucker. Is that you, you
What the
fuck?
fuck is pinging Zeus?
Oh shit.
What's up?
What's up, Chiefs?
Stop.
It's been handled.
Oh.
Yo. He's hella dead.
Spades?
Bro, what the fuck? As soon as I spawn in, after like 6 weeks out of here,
I took care of it. Worry about it.
Bro, what the fuck?
Got tired of the Zeus pings. That's what the fuck. Anyways. Okay, so O'Malley, I went over how team leads will mark buildings before we get there. We're going to start doing that with letters. End users are going to... I'm getting an echo from y'all. One of y'all.
No, here as well.
I'm getting it through mine. I hear it. It's not me though.
Okay. Alright, I'm not hearing myself anymore. So, we mark it so that when we bring up our C tab, we can immediately identify what building we are. We've marked it on the map. We can go then into our map quickly and drop down a blue dot on any building we've cleared. That's the basics of it. Everyone understand?
Yep.
Yepers?
Alright, let's move on to the next thing. I assume, O'Malley, you already have, you already know how to climb up and down using Ace Interact, correct?
Yep.
Alright. Okay. So often we will be attempting, or we will be...
No, Dad. The stuff trash.
Often we will be walking in formation. Well, let's see. Do I go with formations now? Sorry, I haven't really gotten my whole training curriculum down yet.
What are you wanting to know there, Spades?
I'm just trying to think about what to go in next. Okay, so everyone on your C tab, you should notice there will be a blue flag. I think I'm probably that blue flag on your map. Otherwise, you should see blue dots representing the rest of you. Is that correct? On your C tab?
Yep.
Yep.
Okay. So that's how you distinguish between members of your squad and other units. For other units, you will only see the leader of that unit on the C tab. I want everyone to Ace Interact with me and join my squad. Actually, let me first jump onto your squad because... Okay, we'll just do that so that Duck isn't part of our squad. Alright. So now I'm part of the squad. We all see me. That's all good. So let's go ahead and work on formations. The primary formation we move in is a wedge. Your squad lead will be at the front. And you should be at about a 45-degree angle and about 10 meters apart from each other. Somnus is in a good position. I think this is
Hey, Spades, move up a little.
sure.
Not this way, buddy. This way.
Sure.
Yeah, right there. Con, go ahead and move forward. No, step towards me. Right there.
Sweet.
Now this should be relatively easy as long as you've got the person in front of you in the left or right hand corner of your screen. You should have eyes on me while you move, and that should allow you to go forward. Now, if I'm leading, I should be doing a decent job of letting you know when we're changing directions. If I'm doing
Move
this,
forward.
you can pretty much run forward with your Alt key held down so that you can look around, basically keeping your head on a swivel and therefore helping you identify enemy contacts without just always having our eyes forward. As long as you're able to like look around and I'm not just throwing you off by changing directions without warning, you will be able to keep your eyes off of where we're going and on our... Who was that?
What's up?
Me?
Just was that a ping from one of you guys?
No.
It was me.
Okay, no problem then.
It's for some reason it's not gonna let me go into Zeus.
Kahuna, are you on 4? Kahuna, are you on 4.1.3?
Yes.
Yeah, I think someone has their radio set to stereo.
I think it's a melee.
This is the sound of my voice. Isn't it coming off of anyone? Well, you're not gonna.
I can hear y'all pretty clear. If it's me, let me check.
Destiny 1-2.
I'm getting a feedback, I think, from O'Malley. Check.
No.
It's not O'Malley. Check. No, I don't know. Anyways, we're gonna let it go.
But it's just O'Malley hot micing, that's all.
Alright.
Not coming off of his radio.
Yeah.
Okay. Alright, so the advantage to moving in as wedge is that we're in formation. As long as I don't juke y'all hard or anything, y'all should be able to keep me in the person in front of you in the corner of their screen, while also giving you the ability to look around and not focus too hard on just keeping going straight. You'll be able to have your eyes off to look for enemy contacts or potential points of interest. Alright, we're going to set off now at a jog. This will be a weapons down jog. This is the typical pace we keep. You can run to get back into position if need be. Our bearing is 86. That is the direction we are headed. Five's gonna be Kahuna. I assume Kahuna's out of formation just to make sure we're in formation.
That is correct.
Matt, you're a little tight. Need to spread out and back.
Matt's fine with how tight he is. He's just needing to adjust his angle.
Say that, but I like how
Because
4 and
y'all
2
are currently spread out about 20 meters. Which is fine.
And we're supposed to be closer to 10, but in this environment we would likely be a little bit more spread out considering how barren the space is. We tend to go tighter in wooded areas. In fact,
jungle.
It could get to a point where we may have to go single file, which is the next formation we will practice. Formation halt. Seems we lost Matt.
Yeah, I'm looking for him now.
Don't bother, he's not in the server.
Oh.
I didn't see the disconnection notice. It's back. Alright, let's see. Matt, do you still have your radio and everything?
Hey, look.
Yes.
The spaceship.
That's hella cool.
Spaceship, whatever.
Let's see.
You know we're in space right now.
I know. It's beautiful. I don't know how this, can I take my helmet off, you think? I'll die.
Look at me.
My
I am
god.
the captain now.
Hell, you not dead.
I don't breathe air.
Oh no. Hey, an alien.
Matt, too.
Yeah, an alien.
Matt, do you read?
Pretty
Okay.
sure he's still
He's
not
getting
in the
his
server.
gear. He's in the server.
Okay.
He's getting his gear. I see him.
Okay, cool.
All right. So, in certain situations, we may find ourselves in such thick terrain that I will call us to go into single file or just file, which is exactly what it sounds like.
Spades. Hold on. Everybody, gather up.
I'll take care of it.
Thank you, Doug.
Yeah, Spades. You weren't over net, so I'm just.
Okay,
Very
so
good
I'm gonna
headache.
make sure I'm on yelling. I guess, Somnus, were you too far back to hear me?
Yeah, he was.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. So,
Sure.
in
I
certain
was listening through radio.
situations, then
Spades,
got
you
him for
don't
me,
need to
Doug.
be. Spades, you don't need to be on net anymore.
Oh, Matt's already here.
Yes.
Well, I'm gonna try and just get in the habit of it because we're gonna move in formations again, and I'm
Ask
gonna
him
need
if
to
he
call
has
back
his
to you.
radio.
Hey.
Matt, do you have your radio? Matt,
Oh, yeah, I do.
he does. Thank you. All right. So, I will call file if I need y'all all to move in a single file line. Again, the distance should be about 10 meters. We might accidentally get a little closer. Typically, file means we're in a situation where we have to stick tight. This could be because we're passing through a minefield, for instance. In that case, you probably don't want to be that close to the guy in front of you. 10 meters is appropriate. Maybe the vegetation is just so thick you can't see your hands in front of your eyes, in which case we'll probably be butt to butt, pretty much. But single file is simple. We're all moving in a line together, one behind the other. Go ahead and fall into a single file. Adjusting direction to east.
Hey, Spades, I got a little fun fact for you.
Calling a halt. What was that?
I said I have a fun fact for you. You don't need to halt the line.
What's the fun fact?
You're not doing a file. You're doing a column.
File's how I was heard it was called, but sure, we'll call it column.
Files are tighter. It's a distance thing. That's all.
Okay, so I guess through a minefield we'll run a column, and through dense ass vegetation we may run a file.
Bingo.
Alright, that was good. 4, you could be a little closer to 3. Let's see, 4 is O'Malley. Alright, that's acceptable. At least for a first try. The other formation we will call is line. And when we're in line, that is to mean that we are all facing the same direction in a parallel line. Just planted explosives.
It was me. I figured I'd set the atmosphere. I didn't think it would spread that far.
Alright. What the fuck, Duck? Alright. Everyone get on line with me. Facing that direction.
We're safe.
Typically, the element lead will make up the center of the line. Again, a 10 degrees facing, everyone facing the same way. A 10 degree distance, I should say. A 10 meter distance. God fuck me.
You'll get there, buddy.
Not with that stutter.
Look, you just gotta believe in it, man.
Alright. Matt and Somnus are on the edges, so they'll tend to watch a wider angle. The rest of us will tend to watch forward. When we're attacking, though, we're pretty much all going to be facing forward. We move as a line to assault our targets in most scenarios. Only get into this and the final charge. And I will call go, and we will all move forward at a combat pace, which means your gun's not shaking around or you're aiming down sights, essentially, and then you're attacking as you see people. We might also throw smoke if we're trying to not get killed versus trying to... Whether our focus is attacking or just closing into an objective, we may use smoke, and we may move faster. Typically, if we're in a line, though, we're moving in slow and methodically attacking, not rushing an objective.
Spades.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
As somebody who's used this maneuver before, pro tip for everybody in here that's going to be online, the movement that you want is basically just aim down your sights and move forward.
Yes, combat pace or aiming down sights is effective. But basically, you don't stop once I call for march. Forward, march.
Yeah, you're good. You're good.
And at this point, anytime you see someone, you'll be engaging them. Kong, you're too close to me. You should be 10 meters to my... 10 meters south of me. Somnus will also have to adjust to match.
Yep, you're good. You're good.
Everyone's looking good. We'd be engaging right about now. We'd be firing upon the enemy. And now I'll call a halt. Let's see.
Pretty good for a first try.
Yes. Hold on a moment for me. Hold on a moment for me. For those of you viewing my stream, I will show you a neat little trick to use C-Tab. If you're opening up the C-Tab in its full view, it'll blow up the part of your screen. You can shift left click on the C-Tab while it's open to drop a dot on your position. Or any position nearby if you want to change it. That dot will be mirrored on the map for you. No one else will see this dot. In the vanilla game, it even gives you a little visual in-game that you can actually use. For me, it makes it easy for me to put a line on our current position. Oh, that's a small line. So this is the line that is alpha. Go ahead and reference your map. It's a blue line in the middle of nowhere. Typically, we will do this as a, well, we'll call blue line alpha. Typically, we do this in a two-man or a two-element formation. So we moved from this starting position, which I'll mark as a red line. We moved from the red line to the blue line. I'm gonna just kind of rewind time a little bit.
Oh, my bad. For a grenade.
The red dot stands for an enemy contact we found. Green dot is Bravo.
Teaching them
Yellow
about
dot
the
is us.
teaching them the L shape.
Yes, I am.
Okie dokie, you gotta call it what it is, but
Well, I would show the end result once we get to it.
Okie dokie.
So, green discovers contact at this point, where green currently is. They get online and they begin firing on red. We at yellow will then flank the enemy. We get online here. We tell green that we are online and ready to move forward. Green, who has been firing in this direction at the red guy, will actually shift their fire completely off red to avoid injuring us. They will continue firing, though, to keep red's attention on green. That is where we move our line to the blue line, wiping out red. Once that is completed, green moves up.
Can I ask a question?
1 second. To the yellow line, completing the movement. Go ahead, Somnus.
This isn't a smart ass question, it's a genuine question. Has this ever actually been used in ops? Because the last 2 ops I've been in, it's just kind of been a bit of a run and gun state.
We have let go of some of our better habits due to, well, basically a turnover of people. This is something we're likely to practice in our FTXs, and will from then on try to do for a while. And as we get a turnover of people, it falls out of disuse. We have a lot of new people in the unit right now, so more complicated movements like this are not as commonly used. But I want y'all to have awareness of it. We're not going to run a full FTX like we would normally to train this. It's just troops on a map. It's a toot, training without troops or something like that.
Classroom training, yeah.
So this is really only to bring up one of the primary ways we use lines. We will get on lines to assault, and this is the end result of us using lines properly. Does everything that I've drawn make sense? Do we understand it?
Yes.
All good.
Alright, we'll get back to try and see, what else have we done? We've marked clears, we've gone over formation. Alright, many of y'all weren't here. Let's go ahead and huddle up.
Hey, I'm smoking the areas to kind of give a visual of what it looks like.
You don't mind if I head off now, do you? It's 1:30 a.m.
Ah, shit. Okay, so we went over... For Somnus, we went over... Yeah, Somnus, I think you can go. You've already gone over medical. That's really the only main thing. We've gone over a couple of C-tabs. Let me just make sure there's nothing I need. Tourniquets. This we've done. Firing discipline. Somnus, you were here when we went over it with the rockets with Matt, right?
What earlier?
Earlier in this mission.
What about backblast and shit? Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, I was there for that.
Aside from reacting to combat, I think we can let you go. I'll just say that when we see contact, tell them where. Well,
So
let's go.
Contact north.
Contact. Well, seek cover. Announce contact over radio. Beyond that, it gets a little bit more advanced, but ideally you would say contact. You would give the azimuth or the direction. You would then give the range, and you would give the description or the count of enemies if you can. I think that'll cover you for tonight. I'm sorry, yeah, we keep you up late, but
That's true.
yeah, I suppose this is a weekday for you, so we sure can't keep you up too late. But
Take it easy,
that's
man.
the basics, and I think I can just let you go with that for now. The rest will come with the rest of it.
Yeah, I'm sure I'll pick it up easily. All right, I'll talk to you soon.
Later.
Catch you later.
All right. So I brought all y'all together because this is everyone's job. We're going to go over Backblast again. We see an enemy, Matt will arm his launcher, and he will ask
Stay out of
us.
his way.
Basically, yes. He will ask us to clear his Backblast. It is our duty at that point to be mindful of where Matt is, warn him if he's up against somebody, if he somehow lost his mind and is shooting from inside of a building. We need to make sure he's aware that he might overpressure and kill himself.
Spades, do I have you on Steam?
Who's asking?
This Kahuna.
Kahuna, it should be ACE ACS 123 if you have me on Steam, but I think you do. So
I sure don't.
So it's everyone's responsibility at that point to clear Matt's Backblast and let him know you're clear. At that point, as soon as Matt gets his eyes on an enemy armored vehicle or enemy air asset that he can tag, he will say, rocket, 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 and fire his rocket. Generally, one of us will have eyes down range, and maybe we can make him aware of whether he's had an effective hit or not before he can, due to the flares and smoke. Our main thing remains staying out of his Backblast. His concerns are to get permission essentially to fire from us by calling Backblast clear, and then announce that he is firing by screaming rocket a bunch of times, 3 to be precise, but I'm not going to be too particular about that.
Gotcha.
This leads into a bit of firing discipline. When we're in an MO that has an area of operations that has civilian population, we need to positively identify our targets before engaging. Whenever you see a civilian, tell somebody. I see a civilian, try and give them a perspective so that they run into the same thing. They aren't going to get trigger happy and shoot them. Civ pop in the area. I see a civvy down this hallway. Civvy's running across the street. Don't run over them. We let each other know about that. We don't kill them. You're free to use either NVGs or low lights if you prefer. We can't really test them out on this map because it's funky. We can't even really get IR. We can kind of see lasers with NVGs. You have your NVG. I guess my battle rifle doesn't actually have a laser, which I assume means y'all's doesn't either. Yeah, so we don't have lasers today. Pity that. Gone over. Okay, so the compass is 360 degrees with 0 being north. So when you see an enemy, call the bearing of them. It's easy for us with ODSTs. Our heads-up display has a big-ass compass right at the top. It's a great way to get more people firing at the same or at the targets instead of wondering where the fire's coming from. Went over mapping. So I may call for stop, look, listen while we're traveling. And that's basically me calling a halt. But you're also going to use the opportunity to stop and listen. You're going to steady yourself, look around, see if you hear any vehicles. You hear something, you see something, you say something. Otherwise, we get moving. Over how to... Okay, so yeah, I briefly mentioned how you can use the C tab in its big form to kind of find yourself on the map by shift left clicking. You have a little dot, it shows up on the other map. You can find where you are in the middle of nowhere, even on this barren rock, and you could draw a line directly on your people if you know which way they're facing. That's a neat trick to use. All of us have been outfitted with laser range finders. Well, I guess I didn't pack any batteries for us, but normally your primary mouse button would, with this this would put both a laser on target, which we can use to call in Cass, though that's more advanced. We're not going over that today. But you can also find range. Using that range and knowing the azimuth, you can actually mark stuff on your C-tab with ease and precision. The second from the bottom number is the range, and the bottom number is the azimuth. Number above that's going to be your elevation, and the number above that's going to be a 3-digit grid of where your mouse or where your cursor currently is with the arrow and everything. That covers, I believe, all of the basics except for dragging and carrying people, which is an ace interaction, or you can activate that from the medical menu. It is the option that is second from the right on the medical menu to drag and or carry somebody who has been downed.
Yeah, I know that. We all good.
All right. I recognize that most of y'all know all this already. We also went over how to join a squad. Team management is how you change your team colors by going self-interact. That covers everything I have in the most basic thing. Is there anyone who wants to just leave it at that?
I'm not too fast.
Hmm?
I'm not fast. You got more to teach away.
All right. So we'll move to intermediary. We can take prisoners with ace interaction. Typically, for a player to be taken prisoner, they will have to have already surrendered. O'Malley, in order to surrender, I would like you to push 0 to holster your weapon, and then ace interact surrender.
So gonna follow along just so I know.
1 second.
Ah, there we go.
Here we go.
What's this? Someone just put, I guess, a dummy here for us.
Oh, okay.
So if you, well, let me see if I can't, yes. So the thing to look for, come over here, each of you, and don't actually do it, but ace interact with this person, and you take a look at his right hand, you'll see the option to take prisoner.
Yeah,
If you have zip ties handy, you do that, and he becomes your prisoner. Matt's also, I'm sure, familiar with it. I'll go ahead and take him prisoner. Once they're in this state, one of our squad mate will be responsible for them. Typically, this falls onto the medic if they're not busy doing medical shit. Ace interaction, the option to escort prisoner appears. This is how you look when you're escorting a prisoner.
Seen that a good few times.
So this can be used on our AFK comrades, so they should surrender before they leave, typically. Can kind of shoot around them, not recommended. We don't want to get our prisoners shot. That's just bad manners. Scroll wheel allows you to release the prisoner. If we were next to a vehicle, we would have the option to, on the vehicle, if we put them close enough, we would ace interact, and the option to load captive would be available. We would then put him in a vehicle. Duck has kindly provided the vehicle since I'm a lazy-ass Zeus.
Yes.
Actually, the option is right here on them. Let me check, see if it's also on the vehicle. No. So it's actually on the captive. You will see the option under interact to load captive, and then the vehicle that you wish to load to. It's a fair range, actually. I didn't expect that.
This also applies to aircraft.
Where the fuck did he just go?
He went into
In
the
the
bison.
vehicle.
Someone put him in there. Self-interaction can also be necessary for equipment. You have the option to attach items. This is how you put a strobe on yourself. We typically put strobes on ourselves to avoid having air kill us by mistake. That's the typical use case for them. You will be very visible on NVGs, so we would not use them on an enemy with advanced optics. Your other option for equipment is to put backpack on chest. This allows you to have another backpack, or more practically, since you can't really move fast with a backpack on your knees, more practically allows you to use a parachute. If you fail to do this before going for a static line jump, you will lose your gear, your backpack and everything in it. So always remember to put backpack on chest before you jump. You can then drop the backpack or drop the parachute when you hit the ground, and then move your backpack back to your back using the same interaction. We already covered range finding. So we're going to take a quick peek at our heads-up display. As ODST, we have a powerful tool that's this heads-up display. By hitting control, the app menu, which is the button that's typically on the right hand side of your keyboard between Alt and Control, this is the default button to activate your HUD. Once inside your HUD, you can also hit Control app menu to bring up more advanced options. As I learned today, we have the navigational map assistance, which is a slightly less high quality C tab. We also have the ability to look at squad shoulder cameras, and then you can select on the right hand side, you can actually choose the team member who you actually want to be observing with that shoulder camera. This can be handy. The friend or foe radar is typically what we have down there by default. Supposedly, I never really used it, but supposedly you may see unknown contacts as yellow dots on this radar. Unknown typically giving you some sort of hint as to where the enemy is attacking from. Might be helpful for you. Personally, I prefer the shoulder cameras. I like to use C-Tab to keep track of my friends, and I haven't had much luck using the friend or foe radar to find enemies. But that's my choice. Okay, we've covered shoulder cameras, the IFF. Okay, we already covered that team leaders will mark buildings before we get to them. I'm going to skip Akoka because that's its own thing and it could be an entire FTX before I get that sorted. That's really only for leaders to concern themselves with. So, we're going to go over calling, we're going to go over maps real quick. Fuck is... Hey, what are y'all doing?
Look at these buffoons all the way out there.
I guess Matt's the only one I'm really concerned about.
Like lagging over here.
I guess I did say we were done with basics and I didn't care too much, but I didn't thought you'd whatever. So we're looking at a map. Typically Arma provides us our C-Tab provides us with 6-digit grid maps, which covers a kilometer of or 100 meters square distance. Not a kilometer, 100 meter square distance. So if we look at our map with where we had all the lines drawn out for that plan, between each of those lines is 100 meter square distance. That is a lot of area to lose yourselves in an urban environment. A quicker way to figure out exactly, or to give an impression of where you need something, say it be fire support, or you need to let someone know where you are, is to divide that into a number grid, such as, I can fucking draw straight. Shift? Yes, it's shift. Is to divide the area into a hash mark. This is a simpler way of getting a grid that's closer to you. This hash mark is what we call keypad, and because it's a keypad and not a dial pad, we're not using what's on a phone, but what's on a computer. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Everyone see that?
Yep.
So we can identify this grid by going over and up, or I'm sorry, right and up. So your grids are always the last line going right before hitting your target, and the last line going up before hitting your target. We have a bit of a cheat here in that our cursor tells us exactly what grid we're looking at. That may be just because we have a oh no, I don't think it has anything to do with GPS, since we can move off into other grids and it doesn't change anything. So we can cheat with our cursor and get us the number, but maybe we don't have the cursor one day because someone decides that's cheating, like I said. So we go right until we get to the last line before, and we can see that this line is marked 094. So that is our first set of coordinates. It's 094 break, and then we go up and we see 038. So it'll be 094 break 038, and that's our 6-digit grid. We can take it a step further by saying keypad 7. And this will give people in our unit the idea that this is the area where we're referring to. Won't go into 8-digit grids today, mostly because I got to do this shit tomorrow and I'm recording it, so y'all can kind of go over it then if you like. Gone over basic radios. Okay, so we'll go over some basic radio discipline. This is something that Foe did in his last video. He also goes over how to get an 8-digit grid, although he does it a little harder way. Actually look at the map tools tutorial on Steam, and it's a pretty great way to go over some of the stuff he goes over later in the video. But the first part of his video goes over radio discipline. And basically what he covers there is that, let's see, where's the thing? First thing we call to our friend's call sign. So for instance, I'm calling air support. I'm going to say, Hades, this is Alpha. Or Hades, this is Charlie, actually, since we're Charlie. And then he should respond, go for Hades, or go ahead, or something of that nature. To him, I would say, and I would take down the number first before I get to it. I would say, requesting air support, or requesting close air support. Target grid is 094 038, keypad 7. Target is, and I would describe the target, it is a tank. Target marked with either red smoke, lasers, just a dot on the map sometimes, but we try and make it easy for them. Over, to announce that I'm done speaking, and that I'm waiting for a response. For us, that'll simply be, for y'all actually, that'll simply be Alpha Bravo, this is Charlie 3. Charlie 1 is down. After they say go for Alpha or Charlie or whatever. Over. And then that's how you'll announce that I'm dead and that someone, sure they know. That's about long and short. Matt already ran off again. Neat. Oh well. He's been here a while. Maybe he just knows this shit. That's about as much as I want to go over today, particularly since we don't have the demo man here. And the advanced markings and all that stuff is really out of what is expected of y'all. Are there any questions y'all have? Anything y'all really want me to go into? Go ahead and do a quick run through on the gauntlet.
Nope, not at all.
O'Malley?
I'm all good, man.
Alright, everyone who wants to, we're gonna go ahead and go over to the course and run it.
Where is this course at?
Oh, you'll see it.
Teleport to it. Kahuna, Duck, do you want to be taken over there?
I'm in a conversation right now.
Alright. Duck asks, I'll take him. He's not.
So, how's your training going, guys?
Pretty good.
Was that Kahuna? You
Decent.
coming with us to do a round?
Yes.
Alright.
Looking
Teleporting
forward
now.
to squeezing up.
Oh my. Oh, I was talking to somebody, but okay.
Oh,
Damn, is this the gauntlet?
that
of
was
the
Matt? I
house?
thought you were coming over.
Oh no.
I didn't really name it. I just called it the gauntlet because everyone calls these sort of things. Is Kahuna's just gonna observe, I guess. So
I'm
we're
having
gonna
flashbacks.
So we're gonna take a walk through this one, and I'm gonna kind of tell you what we're doing as we go. So
Gonna
let's
do a
get
walk
stacked up.
through or walk above.
We're gonna do a walk through. Because honestly, I think walking gives a false perspective. Matt, are you not joining us?
Coming.
Okay. So I enter the building. First thing I see is a civilian. I will announce that to you. I see Civ Pop in the area. Civvy in the door. Don't shoot him. Watch your fire. EID your targets. I'm going to move up. Someone's going to move up right next to me since we have enough room. See an enemy. I say contact, and I drop him. He's going to pop back up. Don't worry about that. We ignore him. So we're going to scoot up. So here we're in a situation where O'Malley, actually stay right. Stay right of me. And I actually want you to kind of have your eyes down that way because
Okay.
I'm looking this way. Until we get to a point. We get as far up on this as we can and we realize, well, we can't look two directions at once unless we do it very carefully. So in this situation, the thing to do is I would run ahead.
Excuse me. I fell off. I'm sorry.
You would be about to take the right, O'Malley. Getting all this,
Yeah, I
Con?
would.
Of course.
Because we're about to shift. But first thing I'm gonna do is we're gonna actually throw a stun grenade in there. So I'm gonna throw a stun grenade, and since I need to keep, or one of us needs to watch ahead, I'm gonna throw a grenade in that room, and when it goes off, I'm going to cross that room and get in position to cover y'all, while the rest of the team moves into this room and clears it. So,
Gotcha.
splash out, turn, and then I move, and y'all move in there.
Target's down.
Alright, once y'all regroup on me, you let me know you're on me. If y'all taking any
On you.
casualties, y'all let me
On
know.
you.
Yeah, I'm in a little bit of pain from that stun grenade. Is anyone else?
Nope.
Nope.
I'm good.
Okay. So we're faced with pretty much the same situation here. We have openings on both sides. Again, O'Malley and I will kind of cross our fire until we get to the point where we can't scoot any further without getting out of cover. So O'Malley, you'll be on that side, like facing my direction to see past me, and I'll be facing your direction to see past you. I'll be like, so far it's clear. Again,
So
I'm
far
gonna
clear.
let you know that my intention is to throw a flashbang in that door and then cover again my direction. So I'm gonna flash out
You can use the crates over here.
and then we're gonna move up. I'm covering this corner
No.
and y'all move into that building or that exit behind me.
You'll just leap over the wall. You use this one.
All clear.
Yeah, one more building.
Y'all on me?
There you go.
This is one of those useful times it is to have a squad camera. Once y'all are on me. So I'll say I have an opening to the right there. I'm gonna expect y'all to move up and cover it, as I also have an opening to my left. So
Okay.
Gotcha.
So y'all
Moving.
move up. I'll cover this corner. ODST's taken prisoner in the building. Check your fire.
Okay, ready?
I say that because I found an ODST prisoner.
You're my way.
Look at those civilians.
That was a civilian. You're right.
Watch out.
Oh, I didn't see them. They're
No,
right
yeah.
there.
It's fine. Just kill him.
No.
See?
All
Okay,
clear.
room's cleared.
Okay.
Got 2 prisoners.
One's wounded by the looks of it.
Okay, well, we finished clearing the building. Well, we might leave a medic if we had more men, but it's just the 3 of us. None of us are medics, so we'll address to him later. We'll call it up or something. Normally, I might try and enter this as I think it's a closet, and I would think that I'd clear the closet and then move on with y'all, but this is just a weird design here, and I already know about it, so I'm not going to pretend to fall for it.
Okay.
Did we just lose did we lose O'Malley?
No, I'm right here.
No, he's right
I
there.
lost track of you. So I'm gonna move in. It's the ODST.
Weird design.
So I'm gonna cut the pie. Just kind of only expose myself to one enemy at a time as I move around.
Covering. Okay.
And yeah. Another thing I forgot to mention is one guy, O'Malley, behind you. Okay, so
Oh,
you
would've
got
been
dead there. You got to watch your corners. So one thing I should have mentioned earlier is when y'all two are breaching together, one of y'all is going to sweep their gun right, and one of them is going to sweep the gun left, and y'all should discuss that before entering.
Gotcha.
All right. So we kind of fucked up with that corner there. O'Malley, let me remain in point for now. So I would be guarding this while you finished up that closet. We finished up, I assume. Is there anyone behind this truck?
No.
Okay, again, we have an opening to my left and kind of an area I want to run to the right. So what I'm going to do again, just going to flash this room, turn around. I'm going to sprint past it, and y'all are going to clear that room. I'm going to cover the opening here.
Clear.
Clear.
Okay, so O'Malley and I will, again, peek. I got an ODST prisoner here.
Clear your side, no entrance.
I'm very clear, so we're going to move up again.
Okay.
Alright, and I'm just going to slice the pie. Exposing myself as little as possible. Only engaging a single enemy at a time. Okay,
He's
that
dead.
target's broken. Alright. I'll then move up. Again, slice. Civvy is in the area. Watch your fire. 2 of them. Crossing.
Covering. Okay, ready? Cover me.
Okay.
Gotcha.
So in this situation, I'm going to have O'Malley actually do what I do normally and cover that point. So me and you are going to move forward.
Okay, move forward.
Moving up. Contacts. I think I might have already killed that one earlier. When I move in here, Kong, I had wanted you to be closer to me. This guy would have been your responsibility. I know we didn't discuss which way I was going to sweep and which way you were going to sweep, but I would have had you look right and get that guy. But because I didn't have you on my butt, I'm dead.
Sorry, Chief.
It's all good. This is practice. That's what it's for. So you would have swept right and killed him. And then, let's see. We got a lot of space up here, O'Malley. We're going to I'm going to send you, Kong, to double back with O'Malley and clear that area that O'Malley was watching before we continue.
Okay, moving. Review. Cutting them pie. One civilian. Room's clear.
Y'all are on me?
Yep, on you.
Alright, moving up.
Covering your blind spot.
Work.
Okay, there's someone on the other side. Don't know if it's friendly or not.
Civvy. Civvy. 2 civvies. Moving up. These 2 targets are down. That side's clear.
Got, looks like 2, 3 ODSTs in there.
Okay, let's move in. Covering this corner. ODST in the distance.
Yeah, y'all are clear in this corridor.
I'm gonna move up and cover this corner while y'all clear that area with the ODSTs.
Ready? On you.
Alright. Gonna cross. Cross.
You're covering.
Contact.
Looks like you're clear on the left.
Alright, let's move up to this
ODST
building.
immediately.
Gonna watch this corner while y'all clear this building.
Yep.
I'm actually gonna
And
circle around.
Both of the privates are dead.
What?
There's,
Why, what happened?
This guy here, probably. That's what
Uh-oh.
These
That
guys
and-
here and here.
That and the guy in the window right here.
I thought O'Malley already got him.
No.
Oh, I missed this guy.
Nah, but he would have shot us as we, Yeah, he could have got us as we walked.
I think he's new, actually. That's a good thing that they keep it changing it up on it. I usually peek in this window and kill that guy,
Spades.
but okay.
It's not new.
Yeah. Maybe I just never hit him. I always hit this guy, and then someone else usually clears the building. I like to take the point position. So I'm gonna go around.
Okay. Building's cleared.
Okay.
You take point.
This guy got early. Alright.
Moving in. Building's cleared.
Northeast side of the building.
I'm gonna cross.
Actually, the southeast side of the building.
Okay, you free to cross?
Already have.
Oh, jeez. Forward. No one else in this little bin. They pulling to the right. Up there.
With you, Chief.
Yeah, he was dead a while ago. I'm moving up to y'all. Okay, I'm
With
gonna move
us.
in front.
Yep.
And I'm gonna watch. Okay, this area's clear.
Okay,
I'm gonna move
moving.
up to here. I'm gonna
Okay, we're
cover.
at a door.
Okay. Normally, I would lock these doors and have us practice breaching, but since we don't have our demo man, we're just gonna go ahead and stack up in it. So one of us will open the door, and the other 2 will, or the other side will enter first, followed by the door opener, followed by whoever else. So I'll say, I got the door. You ready, O'Malley?
Okay. Yep, ready to go.
Go. Ah,
Oh,
I fucked
wow.
up. But,
Okay.
so, we're moving in. Try and slice the pie. Watch those windows. Make sure you don't get hit. I intend to go right. Make sure y'all get in there.
Okay. Yep, left.
Take left.
One more door.
probably dead because of the guy outside, but that's not y'all's fault. I don't think.
Should have waited.
Okay, this would be the best side to get in.
Alright, with you.
Check that door.
Go. Button the pie.
Okay,
You
good.
guys down.
That room's clear, and we
Oh,
can
one more
tell that
door.
this room's on the other side. So what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to split the party. I normally wouldn't do this without more people, but I think it'd be good for us to practice. So I'm going to bust in on this side, but I want y'all... Well, let's enter this door.
With you.
Alright, I'm
I'm
ready
ready.
to open the door. Well, actually, I'll get on this side.
It'll swing up on ours. I think.
I
think it
guess
might.
maybe. I don't get the doors for some reason. Both y'all
Let's go to
stack
this
up on
side.
that side. Yeah.
Good. Ready?
Alright. Opening.
Button the pie. Extra freaking laggy. Okay, good to go.
Alright. So y'all stack up on this door, and then...
Locked.
Oh, it
Huh?
is?
Yes,
Is
this
it?
door is locked.
Is this one locked? No,
Yes.
this one's not locked.
It's supposed to be locked.
Doing in there, Kahuna?
Don't worry
Keeping
about
this
it.
keeping this door locked.
Okay, so I guess if that door's locked and we don't have demo, we're gonna come on this side and stack up.
Roger that.
3. Actually, it's probably the best angle to do it like this.
Alright. Go ahead and walk around the whole thing, Kong, and get on O'Malley's 6 there. Am I opening or you?
I think I'll open. It'll be best.
Okay.
Get 3,
Ready?
2, 1, go.
Congratulations, Spades. You killed the VIP.
Yeah. That was actually in purpose. He's not a civilian.
No, you're supposed to.
Okay,
capture.
well, when Sid had me run through it, he said kill him. And that's usually the reason this is locked, is so that we run a breaching charge and blow. Sid's the one who built this shit. He told me to kill him.
Oh, Sid's doing it wrong.
Intriguing.
Yeah. So you wouldn't normally shoot somebody who doesn't have a pistol. You might even consider this guy a bonus objective, but I shot everybody, so we can run it through again. That was the walkthrough. This time we'll try and take him alive. So let's do an actual run through. This will have no guidance from me. It'll just be a matter of communicating as a team. Just shut these doors
I got the
behind
clock
us.
ready.
Get back here and close the doors behind you. My understanding, Kahuna, is that the gate won't... That target is actually...
No, it opens. I ran through the gate though.
Well, I did stream this shit yesterday, so... Maybe I'm lying, but maybe it's not. Okay, y'all walk back through it the way you came, I see.
Alright, we got O'Malley and Spades. No, O'Malley and Khan. That's right. Spades, you're sitting
Matt
there now,
leave?
right?
Huh? Am I sitting in...
Oh,
Oh, I
shit,
get...
do we need flash grenades?
should have more people.
Yeah. Where's the flash? Get any
I'm
flash
the only
grenades on
one.
these
I'm the
spades?
only one who threw grenades. You
I
should
do.
still have yours.
Let me see. I'm just gonna
I believe your inventory should have the stun grenades. It's under
just
your.
accept it. Just accept it. Just accept it.
Did you fuck with your loadout
Yeah.
already?
Well, I checked your blood pressure.
Hey.
Does this vehicle have?
Here's two
flash
stun
bangs are on the
grenades, right?
ground, guys.
And I know I put stun
Oh,
grenades
Matt,
in
you
your
grab.
loadout.
Yeah, how darling.
I'll just grab one.
Hey, Kuna.
No, I mean you grab
Hey,
more.
man.
I'll let you
How you
take
doing?
point.
Doing good.
3. I'll grab
How-
3.
how- how
You
they
grab
each
2.
have
Oh wait,
How they
Jen,
doing?
Steve is over there. I'll grab 4 instead.
Terrible.
You can grab the rest.
Well, make sure you have those in your loadout when we deploy.
Me and Doug are going at it right
Try
Oh yeah.
Wait, what?
now. Yeah.
just everything.
Whoa.
Matt, you gonna run with them this
Okay.
time?
Gave
Ready?
up.
Spaghetti?
Call it whenever you guys are ready.
Matt, are you
Ready
gonna
when
run
you are, Chief.
with them?
Ready when you are?
Whatever.
Okay,
I'll
I'll
run. Y'all
start the
again.
timer as soon as y'all cross.
Okay.
Call it how you
Go
see
in.
it.
Yep,
Timer
here.
going.
Okay, Kong, remember move
Cover
up
in
with
your
him.
right.
Watch out. Yeah, moving across.
And me and you, Kong, we go in.
Down.
We go in. I'm dead. Whatever. Kong, you were supposed to be with me there.
That grenade
And
clunked
O'Malley,
me
you
up a
should have
little.
been pointing.
Yeah, it got me too.
O'Malley, did you get
Why is
this
there a
guy?
smoke grenade?
O'Malley,
I do
Kong,
not know. Let's just
did y'all
focus on our
both
mission.
not see this man behind
Okay.
y'all?
You guys got that right side?
O'Malley, Kong, can y'all hear me?
Or the left?
Hey!
You know, looking
Matt.
down.
Can't see anything.
I can't see anything on this.
So how long has it been since y'all heard me talk?
Okay. You can move on. Go yourself.
Guys, can y'all hear me?
Yeah,
Did anyone
why?
even
Well,
kill this
I can
guy?
hear you now. Yeah, I shot him when I was
Okay.
sitting there in the corner.
Okay, sorry about that. And I should be with you, Kong.
No, it's fine. Take them all out.
You
You're
already
good.
got it?
Did you remember
Okay,
that
good.
bathroom?
Yeah, they're all
Hey.
good. Yeah, back room
Okay.
cleared as well.
So I'm gonna move up and get in here.
Okay, covering this little thingy bob.
Cover that. I'll move up a spade. On your back.
Crossing. These guys not go down? I guess they don't.
Guess they don't. Nope.
On you, O'Malley.
Do it. Do it.
Okay, moving in. Moving in. Ah, there's like so much smoke. One
Smoke.
enemy. Yeah, I don't know why there's so much smoke. I can't see shit.
Think of it as a
I
real
don't have
environment
visuals on the
situation.
front. Yeah.
Pushing forward. 2 contacts
Yeah,
down.
push. Okay, moving to this left.
I don't know what's on the other side of that van.
There's nothing.
Contact.
Okay. Okay, moving in.
Waiting for y'all.
Okay, stacking up.
I
Crossing.
cannot move
Okay, you got that? I'm on y'all.
Captive. Watch out for him.
Why is there so much smoke? What the hell?
I think that's Kahuna fucking with us.
Move forward, move forward.
Side. Okay,
move- we
Kong, watch that corner when you get through. And me and O'Malley will push up. Go.
Did you guys hit the 2 targets?
Oh, that's Civvy.
Yep. Moving to the right.
Okay, I'm going back to
not
help
where you
Kong.
guys-
Did you
Uh,
fin? Oh, you cleared it. Yeah, I was
Just
gonna
one
have
room.
you cover it. Either way.
So good.
All right, with you, O'Malley.
Moving in, moving in.
I figured as much, but didn't want to waste your time asking.
I don't got any visuals. on the left.
ODSTs.
Okay,
ODST in the.
right.
I'll check the room.
Covering this corner.
Okay, got
Got an
flash.
ODST.
Do you wanna flash this or not? Okay, 3,
Side
2.
quickly.
Here we go. Watch out.
I'm blind.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Out. Gotta get across. Got this too.
Pushing up.
Yep. And remember that guy on the right.
Yep, yep.
Yeah, pushing in. Moving on to the left side.
You already get both the contacts in the building?
Yep.
Don't cross me.
Sorry, Chief.
Alright, you already... Go ahead and get inside that building just to say we actually physically cleared it.
Yep, Clint.
Okay. I'm mobile. That was a flashbang.
Okay, I already covered this corner. It's all good.
Ready. Let's move forward.
Nope.
Gonna look left. Left clear.
Yeah, moving to the... remember, it opens on this side, so I'm gonna open it. Your eyes will go in.
Oh, you take. I'll take point.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, move.
Clint.
Okay.
You guys with me?
I'm with you,
Yep.
Kong. You go right.
Opening the
Mally
door.
go left.
Okay, watch out, the left corner.
Pretty sure I'm not supposed
Left.
to shoot Kahuna. You got both those guys, right, Kong?
Yep.
Alright.
Yeah, ready? Reaching on this right.
Stacking up on you. Wait. We're on you.
Okay,
on you.
3, 2, 1, go. Yeah, I think we're all good.
Alright, do we want to check this corner first? Or this
Yeah, check this corner.
opening?
It's just Kahuna.
Clear.
Good.
Stack up.
Okay, I'll open. 3. Are we killing or are we saving?
We're gonna try and take them alive.
Okay, 3, 2, 1, go.
Alright.
Okay, all good.
Contact alive. Let's get through the gate.
Where is it?
Follow me.
Ah, there we go.
Yep. Okay, so the gate does open.
God.
What the fuck?
Destroy.
Alright, that's it.
Wait.
Alright.
You want to know the
I
time?
think that's everything I wanted. I don't really care. It's not like we're going for a record here.
No, I don't
We
want
could
to know.
we could absolutely sprint through that and shoot every target, and it'd be absolutely pointless because we wouldn't be doing our jobs right. We wouldn't be covering corners and having people move in and clear areas properly. Timing the shit is stupid.
It's
Fair
doing
enough.
with a 3-man fire team is not fun.
Okay.
All right. That's game tonight. I'm gonna go ahead and stop my stream. The only
Yeah,
other
same.
things we could go over are very advanced things that we don't practically use, especially not unless you're in command. That's it
Okay,
for
so
tonight.
that's it. Okay, cool.
Did you have a question real quick? It sounded like you almost had a question.
I didn't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
good,
this stuff.
Chief.
All right. Good night, y'all.
Catch you boys later.
See you. Wait, we having an op tomorrow night, right?